Pros and cons of COVID vaccination, the importance of COVID-19 vaccines, and the role of millennials in this pandemic in relation to government's vaccination program. The COVID-19 vaccination helps to prevent coronavirus disease spreading and infecting more people. The vaccines are perhaps the best hope for ending the pandemic. These vaccines are Pfizer 94.5%, AstraZeneca 90%, Sinovac 91%, and Moderna 94.1% effectivity. Frontliners, health workers, senior citizens, indigent people, and uniformed personnel are the priority groups to be vaccinated. And now, let's see the pros and cons of COVID-19 vaccination.
Good day, everyone. I am Riza Vivo Canegra, and the content of this video is the advantages of getting vaccinated. First, COVID-19 vaccination will help keep you from getting COVID-19. All COVID-19 vaccines that are in development are being carefully evaluated in clinical trials and will be authorized or approved only if they make it substantially less likely to get COVID-19. Based on what I've read, experts believe that getting a COVID-19 vaccines will help keep you away from getting seriously ill even if you do get COVID-19. Second advantage, COVID-19 vaccination is a safer way to help build protection. So COVID-19 have a serious life-threatening and complication. And there is no way to know how COVID-19 will affect you. And if you get sick, you could spread the disease to your friends, families, and people around you. So it is very important to have COVID-19 vaccine in order for you to be protected from COVID-19. So natural immunity and immunity produced by vaccines are important parts of COVID-19 disease, which experts are trying to learn more about. So we as individual, we just need to be positive and believe to the experts. Another advantage, COVID-19 vaccines will be an important tool to help stop the pandemic. Wearing masks and social distancing help you reduce being exposed to the virus and or spreading it to others. But these measures are not enough. Vaccine will work to your immune system, so it will be ready to fight the virus if you will exposed. So stopping a pandemic requires utilizing or using all the tools we have available. And as experts learn how COVID-19 vaccination reduce the spread of diseases from any communities, we, as individual, we must not easily convey with the information we get from somewhere. We should have some research if the information we get are true and reliable. That's all for the advantages. Thank you for listening.
The cons of COVID-19 vaccination. The pandemic has so far infected all over the world 115,768,952 cases, 2,571,785 deaths, 91,469,136 recovered, and active cases 21,728,31. USA, India, Brazil, Russia, and UK were the top countries having most COVID-19 cases as March 4, 2021, according to worldometer.com. In the Philippines, we're on the top 31 with 582,223 total cases, 534,778 recoveries, 35,056 active cases, and 12,389 deaths as of March 3, 2021 by Department of Health. The delivery of 600,000 doses of Sinovac corona vaccine a donation from the Chinese government last February 28, 2021. Meanwhile, in the country, over 19% of adult Filipinos are willing to get vaccinated against COVID-19 and 46% are unwilling even if a safe and effective vaccine is available. There are top reasons why they are not willing to get vaccinated. These are the safetiness of vaccines. Filipinos have doubt by the government of China vaccines, doubt of efficacy as they knew that only 50% efficacy rate, in which that's not true about the Sinovac vaccine. It is also expensive, and also the most are the side effects, which has a short-term side effects. The mild side effects are fever, chills, muscle pain, fatigue, pain or redness where the shot was given, headache, joint pain, nausea and vomiting, swollen lymph nodes, and feeling unwell.
So what is the importance of getting vaccinated? So the COVID-19 vaccines produce protection against the disease. As a result of developing an immune response to the SARS-CoV-2 virus, developing immunity through vaccination means there is a reduced risk of developing the illness and its consequences. So this immunity helps you to fight the virus if exposed. Getting vaccinated may also protect people around you, because if you are protected from getting infected and from disease, you are less likely to infect someone else. So this is particularly important also to protect people at increased risk for severe illness from COVID-19, such as healthcare providers, older or elderly adults, and people with other medical conditions.
So this is the topic that we should tackle this day, which is the importance of vaccine the healthcare personnel. Based on the accommodation from the Advisory Committee on Immunization Practice, or ASIP, the independent panel of medical public health expert, or CDC, recommend healthcare personnel be among those offered the first doses of COVID-19 vaccine. Example of healthcare personnel include emergency medical service personnel, nurses and nursing assistant, physician, technician, therapist, dentist, dental hygienist, and assistant. Healthcare personnel are risk of exposure. Healthcare personnel continue to be on the front line of the nation's fight against this deadly pandemic. Healthcare personnel race, ethnicity, underlying health condition, type of job setting can contribute their risk in acquiring COVID-19 and experience severe outcome, including death.
Good day, everyone. We will discuss now the role of millennials in this pandemic in relation to vaccination. We as millennials can be a role model to everyone through giving them an awareness of how vaccine will help us and helping one another to convince and encourage humans get a vaccine which helps us to avoid the virus. So for instance, millennials can volunteer like SK officials inside the barangay that distributes information about the impact of the vaccine, which helps other people encouraged to take that vaccine to avoid the virus in order for us to maintain our health and keep ourselves getting away the virus. So another way of helping people as millennials is our social platforms through social medias, because social media is known in today's generation that in the midst of this pandemic will help us to spread information and be aware of the threat of the COVID-19 so that we should help one another by sharing information such as sharing the right health protocols and importance of vaccine for us to avoid virus.
As for me, the role of the millennials in the pandemic in relation to vaccinations are: first, to help our barangay officials to disseminate the information and to help in promoting the vaccines to avoid the said virus in the country. Second, to have a social media platforms that contains the importance and the benefits of vaccination. And the third is being a role model and applying the safety health protocols inside and outside of our respected homes. I think that would be all. Thank you and God bless.
And that's all our facts, thoughts, ideas, and opinions with regard to COVID-19 vaccination. We would like to hear your comments, reactions, and suggestions in our presentation. Just drop it on comment box. For more video, please subscribe to my channel, like, and share. Thank you for listening. Praise God.